Sarah invested $10,000. Tom invested the exact same amount. 5 years later, Sarah had $18,000, while Tom barely broke even. The only difference? The type of fund they chose. What happened to Tom could happen to you if you don't understand what I'm about to reveal. Today, I'm exposing the investment secrets that separate winners from losers. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which fund type will accelerate your wealth instead of destroying it. Now you'll discover which fund matches your financial goals and how to avoid the costly mistakes that 90% of investors make without even realizing it. But first, let me be crystal clear, this is not financial advice, and you should always do your own research and consult with professionals before making investment decisions. Here's something most people don't understand about investing. Imagine investment funds like restaurants. You could cook alone at home, buying individual ingredients and hoping you create something delicious. But what if you joined a cooking club where everyone contributes ingredients and shares the final feast? That's exactly what investment funds do. Instead of trying to pick individual stocks and manage everything yourself, you pool your money with thousands of other investors, and that combined power lets you access a buffet of investments that would be impossible to afford or manage on your own. Now there are 4 main players in this investment restaurant scene, and each one serves a completely different experience. Index funds are like McDonald's, reliable, consistent, affordable, and they get the job done without any fancy tricks. Mutual funds are like fine dining restaurants with celebrity chefs who promise they can create something extraordinary, but you'll pay premium prices for that promise. ETFs are like food trucks, mobile, flexible, and you can grab what you want whenever you want it. And hedge funds? They're the exclusive Michelin star restaurants where you need $1 million membership just to get through the door. Let's start with the steady winner that's been quietly making millionaires for decades. Warren Buffett, one of the richest investors in history, made a $1 million bet that index funds would beat hedge funds over 10 years. Guess who won? The simple index fund crushed the so-called investment experts, and there's a powerful reason why. An index fund is like having a permanent seat at the winner's table without having to pick the winners yourself. Instead of trying to guess which companies will succeed, index funds simply copy a list of companies that represent a part of the market. Think of it like a scoreboard that automatically includes the biggest players. The S&P 500, for example, tracks the 500 largest and most established companies in the United States. When Apple grows, your investment grows. When Microsoft succeeds, you succeed. When Amazon dominates, you dominate with them. The beauty is in the simplicity. There's no fund manager trying to outsmart the market. No complex strategies, no guessing games. The fund just follows the index, which means the fees are incredibly low. Most index funds charge between 0.02% to 0.20% annually. That means if you invest $1,000, you might pay just 20 cents to $2 per year in fees. Compare that to what you'll hear about other funds, and you'll see why this matters so much. Companies like Vanguard, BlackRock, and Fidelity have built empires managing index funds because they work. The trade-off is that you can't buy or sell index funds whenever you want like a stock. They're priced once per day after the market closes, so if you place an order at 11 a.m., it won't execute until the market closes at 4 p.m. For long-term investors, this doesn't matter, but it's something to understand. Now let's talk about the active hunters, the mutual funds that promise they can beat the market. On the surface, mutual funds seem similar to index funds. They pool money from many investors and spread it across different assets. But here's the critical difference. Mutual funds are usually actively managed, meaning there's a professional fund manager or entire team actively deciding which stocks or bonds to buy and sell, trying to beat the market. This sounds appealing in theory. Why wouldn't you want a professional trying to pick winners for you? Here's the harsh reality that the financial industry doesn't want you to know. Studies consistently show that about 8% of actively managed mutual funds fail to beat the market over the long term. Even worse, those higher fees eat into your returns, whether the fund performs well or not. Mutual fund expense ratios typically range from 0.5% to 1.5%, and sometimes even higher. Let me put this in perspective. If you're paying 1% annually in fees instead of 0.1%, that seemingly small difference could cost you tens of thousands of dollars over decades of investing. The math is brutal, and it compounds against you year after year. Some investors still prefer mutual funds because they believe in a specific fund manager strategy or want exposure to particular sectors or countries that might not be available through index funds. Companies like Vanguard, Fidelity, and JP Morgan offer hundreds of different mutual fund options, some actively managed and others passively managed, so you need to check exactly what you're buying. Here's where things get interesting. What if you could get the diversification of an index fund but trade it like a stock throughout the day? That's exactly what ETFs, or exchange-traded funds, offer. They're like the flexible hybrid that combines the best features of different investment types. ETFs trade on stock exchanges throughout the day, which means you can buy and sell them at any time the market is open, and you can see their price changing in real time. This gives you much more control over when you enter and exit your positions. Most ETFs are passively managed, following an index just like index funds, which keeps the fees low, typically ranging from 0.03% to 0.75%. The accessibility factor is huge too. Many brokerage platforms now offer commission-free ETF trading, making them incredibly easy and affordable to buy. Whether you want to invest in the S&P 500, international markets, specific sectors like technology or healthcare, or even commodities like gold, there's probably an ETF for it. This flexibility explains why ETFs have exploded in popularity over the past decade. Now we need to talk about the elite gambler of the investment world, hedge funds. Despite the name suggesting they hedge or reduce risk, hedge funds are actually about chasing higher returns using aggressive and complex strategies. They're like the VIP club of investing, but the cover charge might shock you. Hedge funds are private investment pools that typically only accept accredited investors, people with at least $1 million in net worth or very high incomes. They use strategies that regular funds can't or won't touch: short selling, borrowing money to invest more than they have, complex derivatives, and international currency plays. The goal is to generate returns regardless of whether the overall market goes up or down. Here's the kicker. Hedge funds typically charge what's called a 2 and 20 fee structure. That's a 2% annual management fee, plus 20% of any profits the fund makes. So if the fund makes 10% in a year, you pay 2% just for them managing your money, plus another 2% as their cut of the profits. You're left with about 6%, while they keep 4% of the gains. For this to make sense, hedge funds need to generate much higher returns than index funds or ETFs. But here's what most people don't know. Many hedge funds don't actually beat the market consistently when you account for their massive fees. The average hedge fund has underperformed the S&P 500 over the past decade. Remember Warren Buffett's bet? The hedge fund he bet against had some of the smartest minds in finance, and they still lost to a simple index fund. So which fund type is right for you? Let me break this down based on different investor personalities. If you're the busy professional who wants to build wealth without spending hours researching investments, index funds or ETFs are your answer. Set up automatic investing, choose a broad market index fund, and let compound growth do the work over decades. If you're the hands-on investor who wants some control over timing and the flexibility to adjust your strategy, ETFs give you that real-time trading capability while still providing diversification and low fees. You can combine broad market ETFs with some sector-specific ones to tilt your portfolio toward areas you believe in. If you're focused on long-term wealth building and want the simplest approach, index funds provide the ultimate set-it-and-forget-it strategy. Warren Buffett himself has said that when he dies, he's instructed his wife to put 90% of their money in index funds and 10% in short-term government bonds. Here's what's really important to understand. You don't need to be rich to start building wealth with these tools, but you do need to avoid the common mistakes that keep people broke. Don't chase last year's winners. That mutual fund that was hot last year might be terrible this year. Don't ignore fees, because they compound against you over time. A 1% difference in fees might not seem like much, but over 30 years of investing, it could cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars. Don't think you need hedge funds or complex investments to get rich. Some of the wealthiest people in the world built their fortunes with simple, consistent investing in index funds. And finally, understand when your trades actually execute, especially with index funds and mutual funds that only trade once per day. Here's the bottom line that nobody wants to tell you. For 95% of investors, the answer is beautifully simple. Start with index funds or ETFs. Keep your fees as low as possible and remember that time in the market beats timing the market every single time. You don't need to be a genius, you don't need inside information, and you don't need to pay massive fees to sophisticated fund managers. Even Warren Buffett, who could invest in anything he wants, has repeatedly said that the average investor should put their money in index funds. That's not because he's trying to keep secrets from you. It's because decades of data prove that simple, low-cost, diversified investing wins over the long term. Which fund type matches your situation? Drop a comment below and let me know where you're planning to start your investment journey. And if this video helped you understand the investment landscape better, hit that like and subscribe button. Remember, the best investment strategy is the one you'll actually stick with for decades. Keep it simple, keep costs low, and let compound growth work its magic. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where we dive even deeper into building real wealth.